Oh,
Welcome everyone tonight to TMGeek on TMG Trivia only. I am your host for the evening, the Commissioner of TMGeek, Kevin, the Philosopher Boss. And to my right is my co-host for the evening. How are you, sir?
me.
Oh, yeah.
Me. I didn't realize that's what you're talking to me. All eyes on me, apparently. Look, I'm Tupac, Mom. I told you I'd make it. Oh, I'm doing good. Excited to see this because I know both of these players. I've seen them in other places, and I know they know their stuff. So I cannot wait to see where this goes.
I could not agree more. When these two guys joined the Geek League, I was just seeing stars. I knew this was going to blow up. So I'm
It
super
kind of
excited for this match.
reminded me of the GIF from Fresh Off the Boat, where you're looking at the kid, and then all of a sudden you suck through his eye into his brain, and his brain explodes. Yeah, I felt the same way.
Insert that GIF here. All right. All right, let's get to our competitors this evening without further ado. Introducing first, you know him as the assassin. He is Antonio Chavez. How are you doing, sir?
Running on 3 hours of sleep. The tree almost hit my house because of the damn storm and the power for the whole day. But everything's better now. So I was looking forward to this. I actually, as you can tell, I remembered about this match just today. But because I've been looking forward to this. Joe's a good guy, so yeah, I just hope that we can make it entertaining tonight.
Absolutely. We're really glad to have you. And he needs no real introduction, but he is our TMG Entertainment movie battleground champion and TV fights champion, Joe Hot Fuzz Farrelly. How are you, man?
I'm doing very well. Probably running on a little bit more sleep than Antonio, but it is 20 past midnight here, so we'll just have to see what happens. We're both, it's going to be an interesting one.
Well, we are definitely looking forward to it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll give you some round one rules, and we will get started. Your round one is the whiteboard round. You'll get 10 geek questions alternately given to you by Maddie G and myself in random geek categories. You have 15 seconds to write down your answer. Answers must be legible and said aloud when you reveal your response. All questions in this round are worth 1 point. You do not lose any points for an incorrect answer. A perfect round will trigger a 1 point bonus question. Do not forget you have 3 repeats and 1 challenge. If you feel a ruling did not go your way or a question was wonky, please get with us and we'll check out that challenge for you. You guys have any questions? Start with you, Joe.
No, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, and Antonio?
I'm all good, man.
All right, Maddie G, if you don't mind, question 1, take it away.
Awesome. Comes in everybody's favorite category of Marvel. These are movies outside the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the question is, who plays Abraham Whistler in Blade? So, Kevin, I'm going to ask you this question. Have you ever been a day walking vampire slayer?
Back in 7th grade. It was a weird time in my life.
I can imagine there'd probably be less than 5 different times that could happen. 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down. We'll start with Joe because he's on the left.
Chris Christopherson.
And Antonio.
Chris Christopherson.
And you both strike first blood. Woo, another movie drop.
Great start to the match, as expected. Moving on to question number 2. Your category is Middle Earth. How many rings did Sauron give to the dwarves?
Just want to point out, off-screen, Little Warrior got this question right.
Very nice, very nice. And we'll need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, boards up. And we'll start this time with Antonio.
Is it 5?
And Joe.
7.
It is 7.
Damn it! I was like, it's either 5 or 7. Damn it.
And the Russian is cut.
That's right.
I mean, I should have probably said that the other way around because, you know, Joe's British. It's closer to Russian.
I mean, surely Alaska's closer than we are.
Question number 3 comes to the category of MCU. These are movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the question is, what is the first film in Phase 3 of the MCU?
Oh.
I just want to shout out to the Schmodown writers. Not that they would ever watch this, probably, but maybe. The original question was going to be the last film of Phase 2, but that was just in the Intergeekdom match, so I couldn't ask that one. Had to change it at the last minute.
I actually had to count this one because I wasn't sure when I read it. But at least we know there's 5 movies that it's not. I've been practicing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens up. 1, 2, 3. Joe.
Captain America, Civil War.
And Antonio.
I thought it was Doctor Strange.
Ooh. Answer is Civil War. Captain America, Civil War.
Civil War. All right, guys.
We forget to study the phases as well.
Joe takes a 3-1 lead there. And we move on to category 4. Your category is the Wizarding World. Wizarding World. Your question is, in the Chamber of Secrets, when Hermione brews a polyjuice potion for Harry and Ron to become Crabbe and Goyle, who or what does Hermione turn into?
I don't know why that's on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
All right, gonna need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll start with Antonio.
A cat.
And Joe.
Millicent Bulstrode's cat.
That is correct. On both. A cat is all I was looking for. Joe showing off a little there. It's understandable.
I wouldn't
I've
have
been
tried.
pulled up on not being specific before, so I just the bases, man.
Well,
Hey, I love it.
Last time I tried to go specific, it really cost me. So I try not to anymore. All right, guys. Question number 6. No,
5.
sorry. I'm not keeping count here. It's off here. Question number 5. Sorry. What is Enchantress in? Let's try that again. What is Enchantress's civilian name?
Category of the DC EU, obviously. Worlds of DC.
I did say that, but
Oh,
you know.
sorry. I was probably double counting just to make sure I was right.
Well, no, that's fine. So nothing here for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Antonio
June Moon.
and Joe,
Dr. June Moon.
and we will accept both.
Yes, we will. June Moon is correct.
Suicide Squad is one of the hardest movies to study. There is so much exposition that note taking is painful.
Yeah, you aren't kidding.
Okay, here's another hot take. I actually enjoy Suicide Squad as a mindless action fun film.
Hey, the Oscar-winning Suicide Squad is Oscar-winning for a reason. I'm just kidding.
Yikes. And on that,
All right.
ask the next question.
We just passed the halfway point, guys, in round 1. Score is Joe 5, Antonio 3. I will update that in just one moment. And your 6th question comes into the category of mixed bag. What is the name of Doc Brown's dog in Back to the Future?
Stop talking.
Back to the Future, definitely one of my favorites.
It's been watched quite a few times recently. I can at least name 5 in one day.
I was just about to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, boards up. Antonio, please.
Einstein.
And Joe?
Oh, I'm so glad the mixed bag movie was Back to the Future. Einstein.
Einstein it is. And
Those
these
two
guys
names.
looking like a couple Einsteins in this match. 6-4.
Absolutely. Great match so far, gentlemen. All right, next question comes in DC film. These are films outside the DCEU or worlds of DC, depending on, what DC fan you're talking about. Too. And the question is, in Steel, what is the name of the character played by Richard Roundtree that assists the main character in forging his armor and weaponry?
Steel, one of those often forgot about DC flicks. I can't say not rightfully so.
I mean, it's no Kazam. It's no Kazam, but at least it shows that Scary Movies was wrong, and Shaq has acted in at least 5 major films. 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Joe.
What are the odds that in 2 Geek matches out of like the 6 or 7 I've played that Steel has come up in round 1? Is it Uncle Joe?
And Antonio.
Damn, I just guessed Pops.
Uncle
And
Joe.
Joe cuts the Russian again. It is Uncle Joe.
Joe with a
No,
great goal there.
I could not remember.
That's a deep cut in that movie.
Man.
No. The movie itself's a deep cut. Let's be real.
No, I've seen it. Just that I forgot that he was in that movie.
I wanted to throw something Kazam in there because that was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Right.
All right, guys. Category 8 is Star Trek. Star Trek. In Star Trek Beyond, what is the name of the star base the Enterprise arrives at for resupply and shore leave?
So, when you were on the Enterprise, Kevin, where did you go for shore leave?
The
holodeck would have been a good answer.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say Uranus and try to be funny about that, but yeah, that works.
I'd have laughed, so that's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Antonio.
Yorktown.
And Joe.
I wouldn't leave the holodeck either. They'd send me to see Councillor Troy, and they'd be like, "That was Councillor Troy." The Yorktown.
Awesome. Thanks to our behind the scenes guy, I finally started Star Trek Picard, and I'm actually really liking it.
Hey, the Picard series is where it's at. Oh, you're talking about the TV show.
It's the guy.
I haven't seen the show yet, but I'll have to catch
Pretty
up.
good.
Yeah, it's not bad so far. All right, guys. Scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks.
This is your penultimate question for the round, guys.
I hate that because I always say pent, and I know it screws people up, so I kind of try and bypass that. But who scored X-Men First Class? Not my favorite one of these films.
It's one of mine. I was gonna say it's probably top 3 of mine, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. I could sit it pretty close to around there. I don't know. I could think of it at least being in my top 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we'll start with Joe.
Henry Jackman.
And Antonio.
Jeez. James Newton Howard.
And Henry Jackman is correct.
All right, so that brings Joe to 9 points, and I've been holding off on saying it the entire match. But this last question here will give him him a bonus if he gets it correct.
He's gonna hit you.
I said it in as obscure terms as possible, so that way you can't blame me.
Kevin, you cannot say it for greater good.
Right.
Oh,
Greater good.
For the greater good. All right. Your last category, as always, gentlemen, is in plot summary. Plot summary. I'll give you a plot summary of a movie, and you just tell me what movie it is. Your summary is: the U.S. military makes a scarred bounty hunter with warrants on his own head an offer he cannot refuse. In exchange for his freedom, he must stop a terrorist who is ready to unleash hell on earth. And if either of you need a technical, I will give you that for free because I screwed up there.
So
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll go ahead and give a technical real fast. The U.S. military makes a scarred bounty hunter with warrants on his own head an offer he cannot refuse. In exchange for his freedom, he must stop a terrorist who is ready to unleash hell on earth.
Oh.
Okay. If you, yeah, sorry about the background commentary, gentlemen.
It's all right.
He likes these geeky movies and so forth just as much as I do, so it makes
Hey.
studying at least 5 times easier. Count it
I was
down.
gonna say that makes it fun for sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, boards up, and Antonio.
Jonah Hex.
Joe.
Jonah Hex.
And with the perfect round, Joe and Antonio hit Jonah Hex. Joe, I think with our first perfect round of the season, we'll have to double check on that. But your bonus question, you will not have to write down. So just give me that within 15 seconds.
Go with the second one.
I am because I'll let you know why later. So your bonus question is in the category of mixed bag. In 2007's TMNT, prior to the Turtles reuniting with each other and Master Splinter, Michelangelo works as a birthday party entertainer under what name?
Oh.
The Great Mikey.
Cowabunga Carl. Cowabunga Carl. So
Not a bad
Does not-
try, though. Not a
nope.
bad try at all.
And definitely with a great first round, both of you.
We
So-
knew that this was going to be kind of a back and forth fight. You know
Oh
what?
yeah.
6 to 10, you can make up 4 points in round 2 very easily.
Oh, the
if
tide could
your
turn
way
so
or
so
doesn't go
quickly.
your way, Antonio could walk out of this round with the lead.
That's
so
right.
I sit here and give y'all rules for round 2 while Kevin gets the wheel pulled up. It works like this. Joe, since you're in the lead, you will decide if you'd like to go first or second with the wheel. Whoever goes first will get the spin of the wheel. You will have 8 categories on the wheel plus spinners and opponents. You do have a mulligan, which means if you land on anything but spinners and opponents, we do not recommend being a Ben Bateman here and spinning on spinners. You must take the second category. Each question is worth 2 points if you answer without multiple choice. If you do go to multiple choice, the answer is 1. And gentlemen, there is stealing in this round. Both of you have your 3 repeats left and your challenge. Does anybody have any questions?
Nope, but if Ben Bateman really wanted to be brave, when he spun spinner's choice the second time, he'd have picked opponent's choice.
That would be awesome. I'd love to see that in a match. All right, guys, I have the wheel pulled up here. I'm going to go ahead and give you your categories, and then we'll see who wants to go first. All right, your categories are as follows. Joe's strength of Star Wars, Antonio's strength of MCU. We also have the Wizarding World, Middle Earth, Star Trek, the DCEU, mixed bag, quotes, and of course, spinners and opponent's choice. So Joe, with the lead 10 to 6, would you like to spin first or defer to Antonio?
I will spin first.
All right, he's going to spin first. Let me
Oh,
give the wheel a quick prime spin here.
everybody look at Kevin's pretty pink cell phone case.
It's definitely red. I don't know what kind of color blindness you have, but all right, here we go, fellas. Your first spin, Joe, is in.
Ooh.
Star Trek.
I'll keep it.
All right, he wants to keep it. I think the wheel has given Star Trek to maybe the last 3 or 4 competitors that have spun. Always spin away. So if finally somebody takes it. All righty.
I can't find one.
Star Trek. I'll give Joe his questions for round 2.
Okay.
And in the realm of Star Trek, you'll get 5 questions. Of course, Maddie already went over the rules, so if you need to go to multiple choice, let me know within 15 seconds. And Antonio, be ready for steals. And here we go. Joe, question number 1 in Star Trek. In Star Trek Generations, from what planet is Lieutenant Ilia?
Lieutenant Ilia is from Star Trek: The Motion Picture, but it's I don't want to risk it. Multiple choice.
Okay, multiple choice. And if I got the movie wrong there, I definitely apologize. All right, your multiple choice is A, Viridian 2, B, Delta 2, C, Viridian 4, or D, Delta 4.
Delta 4.
Delta 4 is correct for 1 point.
Just a number.
Yeah, that can definitely make the difference. Definitely apologize about that question there. All right, question 2. In Star Trek, who has scored the most Star Trek films to date?
Jerry Goldsmith.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, navigating his way through here. Question 3, Joe. What year did Star Trek The Voyage Home come out in theaters?
1986.
That is correct for 2 more points.
Whew.
Joe knows this Star
on
Trek.
Fire.
You aren't kidding. All right, question 4, your penultimate question in round 2, Joe. Who plays Dr. Leonard McCoy in Star Trek Beyond?
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban does, in fact. So 2 more points. Can he make it a clean sweep here? Question 5 in Star Trek. In Star Trek Insurrection, what is the name of the mummified race obsessed with discovering the key to immortality?
The Sonar.
Sona is correct. And he ran through that category like a wild man, scoring 9 big points. And that definitely puts Antonio in a situation here. So we will get his wheel pulled up. All right, and Antonio, are you ready to spin?
Yep.
All right. Your spin is in. Wizarding World.
He was gonna land on that. Spin again. Screw it.
All right, he's going to spin again. Whatever this lands on, he'll have to keep. It is the dreaded opponent's choice. So, Joe, would you like for me to read the categories again?
No, I already know where I'm going. Middle Earth, please.
Middle Earth. All right. We'll see how that plays out for him.
All righty.
And Maddie, I'll let you take these questions for Antonio.
I'm so glad. Yeah, no. All right, Antonio, question number 1. Whose tomb did the Fellowship visit while in Moria? Maria, sorry. A little blind here.
I'll help you out with the pronunciation. Whose tomb do the Fellowship visit while in Moria?
Gimli's cousin Balin.
Fallen is correct for points. All right, question number 2. In the Fellowship of the Ring, who says, "A shadow and a thread have been growing in my mind"?
Oh.
Answer, repeat, or multiple choice in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
In the Fellowship of the Ring, who says, "A shadow and a thread have been growing in my mind"? And that was Antonio's first repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Saruman?
And Joe, for the 2 points still, I'll reread the question. In the Fellowship of the Ring, who says a shadow and a threat have been growing in my mind?
Well, it's Boromir.
And nobody gets the point. The answer was Legolas.
Ooh. Okay, I would not have got that.
Hey, don't worry about it. I wouldn't have either. But don't forget, you can't go to multiple choice. In the Two Towers, how does Treebeard kill the orc chasing Merry and Pippin through FANGHORN Forest?
Multiple choice.
A, he swatted him. B, he stomped him. C, he sneezed him. Or D, he ate him.
C, squeezed him. Squeezed.
Oh, I'm sorry, squeezed.
Stop them?
That is correct for 1 point. All right, question number 4. What is the name of the character that provides Bard the Bowman with the black arrow used to take down Smaug, or Smaug, depending on how you say it, in the Battle of the Five Armies?
One movie I hate dreading watching. Multiple choice.
All right, here multiple choices. A, Philly. B, Legolas. C, Alfred. Or D, Bane?
Bane.
Bane. I almost said Bane.
I'll go with that one, Bane.
Bane is correct for 1 point. All right, and your final question in the realm of Middle Earth. Who is the first dwarf to begin singing the song "Blunt the Knives" in Bilbo's home in an unexpected journey?
Multiple choice.
A, Philly. B, Ori. C, Glorin. Or D, Killy.
I was thinking it. Killy.
And that's for 1 point.
That last one correctly, and we end round 2 with a score of Joe leading Antonio 19-11. So it's still, Antonio still does have a chance here. We will get to the rules of round 3, and then I'll let you guys pick your numbers. So in round 3, you will pick 3 numbers between 1 and 12 that will correspond to 3 randomized categories. Each competitor will get 3 questions unless there is a knockout situation. Questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively, given exactly how you give them to me. No stealing or multiple choice in this round. Just to make sure I'm right, Antonio, you have 2 repeats in your challenge. Joe, you have all 3 repeats and your challenge.
Yep.
Sound right, Maddie?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I gave you a thumbs up. Just wasn't.
That's all good. I was looking at my phone. All right. So, Joe, since you're in the lead, your 3 numbers first, 1 through 12.
6, 12, and 4.
And Antonio, 3 numbers between 1 and 12 that are not 6, 12, and 4.
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
Well,
all
let's
right.
see how those work out for him. Would you like to go with Joe? You know what? I'll go. I'll go.
Okay.
I have 7 already pulled up. Lucky enough. All right. So your 2-point question comes in the realm of heroes and villains. And the question is, who was Count Dooku's Jedi Padawan prior to Dooku turning to the dark side?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
That is correct for 2 points. And to move on, and we jump down 1 category to category number 8, which is in the realm of DCEU or Worlds of DC? Depends on who you. And the question is, oh God, in Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Fantabulous.
Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Who the fuck cares? But really, all right. What does Detective Montoya find at the scene of the Ace Chemical plant explosion, taking it as a sign that Harley Quinn and the Joker are no longer together?
Oh, the put-in collar.
Oh. No, that's not correct. No.
I simply could not say anything and ask him if that was his final answer because he sounded like he was still thinking it. But
Well, we don't do final answers in
yeah, all right.
So.
With that, and your winner by way of technical knockout, Joe Hot Fuzz Farrelly. The correct answer was Harley's J necklace.
You were on the right track, Antonio. Just the wrong necklace.
Yeah,
yep. I knew when you said we put, and I was like, oh, he's got the wrong necklace.
Yeah.
That's why I sat here and went like, because you could see it sounded like you were kind of talking it out, because I do that too. That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah. No, I only saw the movie once, and for some reason, just that necklace was in my mind, so I wouldn't have got Jay.
You know what, brother? All right, let's jump into our post-match interviews. Let's start with our second place player because
let's do that
because he's right below me. Antonio, awesome run, brother. You know what? Sometimes questions hit, sometimes they don't. Middle Earth is a nightmare for most players because that category is so deep. In my opinion, it is the hardest of them all. I again say this, do not hold your head down. You played one hell of a game. You got questions that I wouldn't have gotten. Even looking at the answers, I'm like, yeah, no, I couldn't get that. How do you feel tonight?
Well, I mean, a few more hours of sleep would have helped, but otherwise, also some questions in the round one I feel like I should have just got. But I mean, I should have stuck with Wizarding World. I feel like one of my friends is gonna bite me in the ass because they're a big Harry Potter fan, and we're discussing it like on a nightly basis. For some reason, I really wanted my MCU or something.
True.
Trust me, the wheel. Art thou a heartless bitch?
Yeah, I was gonna say you coming in, you kind of forgot about the match, and then the no sleep thing, and then you get stuck with opponent's choice.
And
it's
also,
like,
it's Joe. That's why I even told you. I was like,
true.
I think Joe was like crazy good, so that's why I was like, all right.
But
and coming from the mind of the maker, when I see all these big names, I'm so antsy to put them together to see these clashes of the Titans. I don't think it's your last time you'll see Joe for sure on this road to the championship.
Okay. You kind of have an idea of who plays. Is there somebody out there you'd like to play in our little building?
Actually, you might have to remind me again because, like I said, I'm running on fumes here. But I think one of them is my boy. I think is Amar.
One of them is Robert. Another Owen. I'm trying to think of the O&O competitors. Robert would be one. I have Amaru versus David, so one of them will have a win.
Honestly, all three of them, I never really played David like one-on-one. I don't think ever really, or even one-on-one. So, but the thing is, he's also like a tough mofo, and
he is, man.
I'd be curious to see if I can keep up. But I would love either my boys, Robert or Amaru. I played both of them.
A civil war between you and Mr. Kastner would probably be a pretty cool little.
That's kind of how we met. We played
exhibition. Oh yeah, that's cool. It's funny how sometimes your enemies can become friends.
Well, all we can
Right,
do,
and it's been a while since we played each other. So
well,
Cool,
all
cool
we
to
can
see.
really do is let's shake out the rest of these matches we've coming down the pipeline. You never know, and we have a small roster here, so you'll absolutely be back sooner than you think. It's not like other places where you got to wait 6 months to play again.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I love it.
our roster is still bigger than the one that's hard to get in. So
Yeah, but you still have to be a part of that one.
I'll
But
leave it at
at
that.
least this one, we let everybody play. We are all inclusive here.
I think we're on the same page there, man. I agree.
I hear you, Antonio. All right, thanks, man, and we will we'll bring you back in just a moment. Bring in our winner for the evening, Mr. Hot Fuzz himself, Joe Farrelly. How are you feeling, man?
I feel really good. You know, that first round was great for me, that perfect round. Steel has stung me before, and I don't like that. I don't like being stung on the same movie twice. So I was glad I got that one right. Damn Ninja Turtles ruined it. But I did look up. I watched a couple of Antonio's matches before this. I saw that he wasn't good in Middle Earth. I knew if he spun opponent's choice, that's exactly where I was going. He did better than I thought he would do. You know, I didn't get that one steal that he offered me. He only offered me one steal. He had to go more, but he got them. He did really well. Starting off my TMGeek career the same way I started my movie trivia face-off career with a TKO, and this time there's no Robert Parker to stop me. So,
Whoa, big!
I like it.
To quote a Oscar-winning film, Joe is sitting there. That he looks like the cat that ate the canary.
And I could be wrong, but I know you're the first perfect round 10 for 10 in Team Geek. I think that's in all of TMG Trivia, if I'm not mistaken.
As far as I know, I believe it is in all of TMG.
But I know those minor accolades do not impress you on this road to the championship. 3 wins, first person to get 3 wins, or first 2 people, I'm going to put into the inaugural TM Geek championship match. So you're definitely on your way there, putting up an impressive 19 points. So we're definitely happy to have you here.
You know what I'd like to see? And I believe he won, would be Chris Diaz, because I know the kid is studying. I'd like to see him and Joe go head to head. That would be an interesting.
Yeah, he's actually had a tough run. He lost to me, and then he lost to Subrath in a very close one.
That's right.
His 0-2 record, he is definitely wanting to get some revenge. So
there you go.
Maybe that's a good way to do it.
Well, here's an idea. Our Mr. Antonio says he's looking to repay a debt, this loss.
Sure.
I think maybe down the road we should see the two of them, Chris and Antonio, might put up some, because they both put up pretty close to accurate points.
Yeah, we'll ask you, Joe. Do you have anybody in mind out of the people that have named off that you would like to face, or?
Well, there is one person I'd like to face, but definitely not next, and definitely not after that. If I can get the 3 wins. If we avoid each other for the 3, but in those 3 matches, there's only one person I really want to play for this championship, and that's the Spaniard, David Garcia. David and I have a lot of matches together. We've trained together a lot, and every time we test, it is a barn burner. We know the odds of it being a barn burner if we come to actually face each other on camera are very low now, but we do want to play each other, and I would love nothing more than to play David for a championship.
Absolutely. I could see that happening easily. Both of you are incredible at Geek. And like I said, we're just really happy to have you here to do your thing. I'm going to bring back Antonio. And
like I told Joe off camera behind the scenes, at least in this league, you stumble in one. There are 2 others that are playing right now. Don't forget Franchise Wars. I don't know if, Antonio, you're looking to jump into the singles, but we have plenty of open space there. So if you'd like to, you're on my Facebook, reach out to me.
Okay.
I'll see you there.
I'm working on
absolutely.
Shut up, Mr. Below Me. You go away.
Antonio, do you have anything you want to plug before we shut this down?
No, the funny thing is you bring that up. I'm actually starting something sooner rather than later. I finally got things starting back up again. I'll let you guys know. It's going to be also something interesting, but yeah, just stay tuned.
Stay tuned
Absolutely.
for sure, and I will do that. You can count on that.
Absolutely.
Joe,
When you get it going,
yourself, sir.
get to our page. We will absolutely plug on both pages.
Oh,
Any
yeah.
TMG, please post to it. For our competitors, we are more than willing to share your stuff, because if you're going to take time with us, we might as well give it back.
Yeah, we care about our guys. So, Joe, you have anything you want to plug before we shut this down?
No, you can always just find me competing across the divisions as many times as much as I can. That's pretty much it for me. I just compete. I don't create.
I hear you. And Maddie, go ahead with your compendium of
All right.
plugs.
Let's start with these. I am running not solely, but I kind of spearhead the singles division. So if you want to jump into that, reach out to me. Also, reach out to me over on TMG Entertainment. I am the Game Zone Commissioner. If you like to yell at people about video games, reach out there. Thursday nights over on TMG Entertainment, I host Suplex City Chats. We talk all things pro wrestling. Saturday nights, we do After Dark Takeover. We have usually a guest that comes on and we shoot the shit for a while. Go back and check out our interview with John Kaiser. That was almost 2.5 hours. We had a sit down face to face with him and Adam Collins. That was pretty cool. Also, starting on Sunday nights, I am beginning what we call Movie Mania. Has no reference to anybody who has or will ever be a part of this league. It is our game show. It is 4 rounds, winner take all, no records. It is all game-based or movie-based fun. Absolutely check us out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on TMG Entertainment as well as TMG Trivia.
All right. And with all that, I have been your host, Kevin Foss. Guys, keep your heads up for the run for the championship here in TMGeek. Like I said, the first 3 people to get the 3 wins. It's anybody's ball game right now. Nobody has more than 1 win. And we'd love to have you. So if you're interested in playing Geek, if you've been playing along, I usually try to put the questions on screen. Hopefully I get to that this week. Play along, and if you'd like to join, please hit me up with a message. I also help run the singles league along with Jacob E. West, Papa West. So we'd love to have you in any of our divisions. I have been your host for the evening. This has been a great match. Joe Farrelly, Hot Fuzz, wins this one over Antonio the Assassin Chavez, 19-13. Thanks a lot, and keep geeking out, guys.